Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing two card projects and I am showing you how to create a stacked window card. This could be called an infinity window card, an inset window card, and I'm featuring brand new products from the June 2026 release from Altenew. Today we are celebrating this brand new release with a video hub, so be sure to check the description below for more inspiration videos and information on how to enter the giveaways. Now I'm going to be using the new Ocean Windows die set along with the Pond Lilies layering die set and this Flourishing coral stencils. These are all brand new. And I'll also be using the new One Go Solid Sentiment banner set. This is available in a stamp set, a press plate, and a coordinating die, so you can choose what works the best for your crafting. Now, I did want to point out I am using the Ocean Windows die set today, but keep in mind this same technique can be accomplished with nesting die sets that you may already have in your stash. So I'm starting out with 4 pieces of white cardstock that measure 4 inches by 5¼ inches. I'm going to blend each of these panels in a different color from the Aqua Island Fresh Die ink set. I started with the mint Choc and now I'm using Pool. You can see I'm not taking a lot of care to make sure these are super even. I'm using a large ink blending brush because it allows me to put down a lot of ink in a small amount of time and cover a large area. Again, keep in mind, I'm not making sure that this is absolutely perfect. In the end, these are meant to look like water, and sometimes water has differentiation in color. Also, these fresh dye inks are going to smooth out probably more than you think they will. Now, the last and darkest color is Teal Tempest, and I actually ended up blending a panel with this and using it for a second card that I created with some of the leftovers that I had from card number 1. Because I started with panels that were a little bit smaller than an A2 size card front, I didn't have enough room to use all of the dies in the Ocean Windows die set, and I'm going to show you that here in just a bit. So I also have an A2 size card base. This is a folded card base, and I'm adding Teal Tempest just towards the middle. Once I have that laid down, I'm going to lay the Flourishing coral stencil right over the top and do a little blending to give this final layer some texture. Now, once I have all of these blended, I'm going to grab the Ocean Windows die set. Now, this is the largest in the die set, and you can see because I trimmed my panel down to begin with, this one is too large to use on layer number 1, so that's okay. I'm just going to skip to die number 2, and I'm going to align it in the lightest of the panels that I created with the ink. So I'm just holding that there, and once I have it kind of positioned towards the center, I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. Now, once I have this first layer die cut, I am going to use this panel to help me align my second die cut layer. Keep in mind, as I mentioned before, I'm using the Ocean Windows die set, but you could do this with a nesting die set as well. So I'm going to stack these 2 panels on top of each other, and I'm going to grab the third die in the Ocean Windows die set, and I'm going to align it in the middle of that window that I've already die cut from the lightest color. Once I have that positioned where I want it, I am going to allow the magnetic mat in my Empress to hold the die in place. I'm going to remove the panel that's on top and run that through my die cut machine. This is allowing me to align all of these windows and have them kind of fall exactly where I want them. If I were to get these off just a little bit, the stacking up of the layers may be a little more difficult in the long run. So now I'm repeating that process with the final die in the set. I'm holding the panels that have already been die cut over the top and then positioning the die, running that through my die cut machine. And now I have all of these 3 panels ready to go. Now, to finish this off, I will place them on this card base that has the Teal Tempest blending on top. So I didn't end up needing that 4th panel that I ink blended earlier, but I will use that in my kind of bonus card today. Now I have the Pond Lilies die set, and I'm ink blending these pieces that I've die cut from some white cardstock. I started out with a lighter kind of cool pink called Rose Quartz for my base layer, and now I'm adding just a little bit of puffy heart over the top towards the center with a mini ink blending brush. For the flower centers, I used Firefly ink, and for the lily pads, I started out with green field ink. I'm blending over the entire surface with a large ink blending brush, and then I used Shadow Creek to create some shadow and some depth and some darker areas on these lily pads. Now, once I have all of these blended, I'm going to remove them from my grip mat using some tweezers to keep my hands clean, and then I can assemble my florals. Now, these are a keyhole layering die set from Altenew, so you will notice that each of these flowers has a triangle-shaped opening in the center. When I stack these up, it's just important that all of those triangle windows align, and that will give me a perfectly layered flower in the end. Even the centers of the florals have these triangle openings so that you know exactly which position to put them in. Now, when there's more than one flower in a set, which there are in this set, there will be different shaped openings so that you know which pieces go with which. So once I have my florals assembled, I'm going to start stacking up these windows that I created. I'm going to start with some liquid glue, and I'm going to stack these two windows on top of each other. Now, I did want to note that these two colors here, which are my back panels, I did trim those down by about 1/8 of an inch on all 4 edges. That allows them to be a little bit smaller than this front panel and kind of hide and tuck behind. Once I had all of those windows assembled, I used some foam adhesive and placed it onto my card base, and I realized this would have been the perfect card to create a shaker with. So at this point, you could just add some acetate and create a shaker window. Unfortunately, I didn't think of that at the time, so right now I'm just adding my lily pads with a little bit of Instant Dimension foam tape, my florals with some Instant Dimension foam tape, and then I have this sentiment banner that I created with some champagne foil. I adhered that over the top, kind of creating this bridge over this pond with a little bit of liquid glue. And if you want to see how I created these banners, be sure to check out the live stream that I did here on my YouTube channel on Monday. I created with the brand new Leaning Lilies and these One Go sentiment banners. So I'll show you how I foiled those and die cut them. Now, card number 2, I used all the leftovers to create a very simple card, and that finishes off my 2 cards today featuring some brand new products from the June 2026 release from Altenew. I would love to hear in the comments below which of these 2 cards is your favorite. Of course, I like card number 1, but it was really great to get kind of a 2-for-1 design with all of the leftovers for card number 2. Now, I finished both of these cards off with some crystal moonlight sequins from Altenew. They add just a touch of shine and a touch of sparkle, and I love that so much. Now, as always, I will have links to the featured products used in these projects in the description at YouTube, so if you're looking for something in particular, be sure you check there, or you can head on over to my blog. I'll have that linked below in the description as well. Over there, you'll find more still shots, more information, and a complete list of supplies. Don't forget to check the YouTube description below for all the information on the video happening today, celebrating this new release from Altenew. There's going to be so much inspiration, and there are giveaways, so you don't want to miss that. As always, I want to say thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you found a little joy, a little light, and a little inspiration. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications here on my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my paper crafting, card making, and live stream video tutorials. Thanks again for stopping by and hanging out with me today, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.